Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that brain.
Yeah, we was talking about the Usos, something. I don't know.
Yo, wait, hold on. Before we get to the topic, that song low key was kind of catchy though, but I was
You
very
talking about
much
the
the
one
first
that
one. The
the
first
one
one.
they picked,
Who was that?
the song that they picked?
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. I know the song. I know the
I've
song,
never heard
but
that song.
I didn't know what the title was or whatever, nothing like that. But I know the song. I didn't heard that song, and
I
I didn't
thought it
heard
was
the
so
song.
funny because it was catchy, but I was also very annoyed because I'm like, I was in the middle of talking to you and they just played it, and I was like,
And then they turned it up because I was trying to keep it
yeah,
low
I
to
was
continue
like,
the
bro,
conversation. These
because I
suckers
heard
got
you
it
was
on
like,
blast. I'm like,
You're like,
man, bro.
Josiah, you said Josiah, you said I'm gonna try to tell him to turn it down.
Suckers had it on full blast. I'm like, man, here we go, bro. Like, I can't stand that, bro. For real. Territory when you're trying to get to the money, man. You gotta understand. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta understand the territory or the business that you in. Cause I Uber, so I'm like, when you working,
Yep.
when you working with people who just drunk at nighttime, you expect the
Yeah.
worst. I mean, it could have been like that. It could have been a bunch of females like I had before that was in the car or whatever, but they wasn't belligerent like that. But some of them be super drunk and then they be feeling all on your shoulders. Hey, what's your name? And doing all this, and they be super bad. They be bad chicks. Like, don't get it twisted. They be fine and
Right.
amazing.
But you ain't
But at the
trying to
same
do that.
time, you don't want to take advantage of somebody like that just
Heck,
because she
heck,
drunk.
no.
All of a sudden, turn
Heck,
into a
no.
rape case, and now you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure,
bro.
for sure.
It comes with the territory. It comes with it, bro. You just got, I'm immune to it, but it's just like, bro. Sometimes it just
Yeah,
get on my nerves for real, it really do, because they just be going too
thanks,
far.
bro.
Because
Thanks, bro.
I think because I've watched people be around people who drunk that and they're not even drunk in real life, but they're acting. They're acting.
Yeah,
You're not even
yeah.
drunk, but you're acting because you want to act away, and you feel that you can get away with the way you're acting because of the fact that you're drunk. I'm like, no,
Mhm.
you acting, you ain't drunk for
Yep.
real. Get out of here.
Right. you making
I be
you
calling
over there
suckers out with this. I don't like that.
trying to turn your
I
life
don't like
into a
that
movie
talk.
role. You
Yeah,
trying to turn your life into a movie role.
I don't
That's
like
what
that
it
talk
is.
at all. That's be
I
over
get it.
pretending like they
I
drunk.
get
Bro,
it.
you ain't even drink nothing. Get out of here. You just want to act
Um,
away.
I'm gonna just let the comment section know. Comment section, let me know did y'all enjoy that whole what's the word, fiasco, whatever it's called.
I bet.
Let,
Yeah,
let me know
I'm not
how
taking it
y'all
out.
felt.
I'm not taking it out. I'm not taking it out.
No, like keep it. That's what I
I'm
was gonna
keeping
ask
it
you.
in. I was gonna take it out, but I was like, well,
Right, that's
YouTube
what I thought
purposes,
too.
because
I was
YouTube
like, no, he don't touch
purposes,
this.
because YouTube purposes, you know what I'm saying? They might block our channel or
Right,
whatever, because we
that
promote
part,
other people's music and
that
stuff
part,
or whatever. But I'm like, I'm
that
not taking
part.
it out. I'm like, well, this would be one of them episodes that don't get a look. I'm like, all right, well, whatever.
Right.
Y'all gotta understand what I be going through. Like, this is not crazy.
As you guys can tell, Beezy is an Uber driver. I work at Kroger's, and Larry does
Larry do
whatever
something.
Larry does.
I know it's picking up and dropping it off, dropping it down, because that's all you be hearing is medical clanging. They
Yep.
do something.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was working at the one little Goodwill joint before. I don't think he worked there no more.
That's why I was going to ask. I thought he had worked at Goodwill, but I think he
Yeah,
moved on from
he
there.
sound like he work at a factory or something right now.
Yeah, something like that. Yup. Yup. So, but I'm trying to move in. Eventually, I'm gonna try to go into becoming a banker. I'm trying to go down Fifth Third. You know, I could probably like try to put in for a sheriff X. That probably might actually do better for me. Shoot,
Oh, for real?
we'll see. Yeah, I'm trying to think about doing some banking, only because it pays more. and I'm pretty good at math. I just haven't done math in a while, so I'll have to probably relearn some of it just a little bit. But I should be able to do it with no problem. That will help me get my funds up in order, so I can be able to have enough money in my pocket without having to worry about whatever kind of paycheck I get this week or next week, and feel like it's not going to be enough or anything like that. So yeah, bro. But anyways, Jay Uso. So okay, going back to you made the comparison to him as brother as being a part of the Locks, right?
Right.
I was going to add in Roman Reigns, and here's why. Roman Reigns to me is their Jay Kiss.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's their Jay Kiss,
It worked. Right.
and Jay Uso is Styles P, and Jimmy Uso
I
is
like
Sheik
that.
Louch.
I like that. I like that.
Yes, yes. And the reason why I say Jay Uso was Styles P is because Styles P was very underrated throughout the whole entire loss. He was
That's a
very,
fact.
very good. But no matter what Styles P kind put out, he was never really getting that look. Jada always got the look
Jay
because
was
Jada
nice, yeah.
because Jay was undoubtedly one of the, not only was he one of the best rappers, he never had a single verse that was bad.
Yeah, he don't spend. He don't have.
Jada has never had a bad verse.
Yeah.
That's and think about that for a second. Like that's a Guinness World Record within itself. Like, how is it possible for you to do these verses, whereas your song or not your song, and your verses don't ever miss? Like
He don't.
how? So that to me is yeah, bro. It's crazy because some artists can have missed verses even if they are great. But Jay he's one of a kind, bro. Really. But I say Jay Kiss only because he thrived, post the loss a whole lot better than his contemporaries. Respectfully though,
Yeah.
Styles P, great artist. Shake Louch did sing. So I'm just saying, but they are to me Styles P is Jay Uso and Sheik is Jimmy, or
Right.
Jimmy is Sheik. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. But they basically they were acknowledging that him winning the Royal Rumble basically was a risk because of all those factors. I want to say.
Right.
So, however, I will say this because I want to ask you a question. Do you feel like, in hindsight, they made the right decision to go with Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble this year?
Yup.
Okay. What's the reason why?
Because everybody was behind him. I mean, as far as because this
Mm,
episode was called the push, and
yes.
everybody was behind him. Like,
Yes.
everybody was behind him. Like before the machine even got behind him, he already established a fan base, and you know what I'm saying, eating and all of that stuff, bro. It got to the point to where if he didn't win, the name was irrelevant. Calling yourself main event Jey Uso, but you're not main event anything, it's kind of crazy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. So
Generally
I
speaking,
think
Jay
it
has
was.
man events. It's just with him and his brother.
Yeah. That's why.
So
That's why.
family.
That's why. That's why I felt that it was necessary, and
But
that's why
yeah,
I
but
wasn't mad.
on his lonesome, I get your point. I completely get your point. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. And I never said this to you in conversation, but I was a little. I was okay. I'll put it this way. I was happy for Jay to win the Rumble, but I was very, very upset when Logan Paul eliminated CM Punk. Now, Grant Logan Paul did a great job because he's a heel, and to me, he's probably the best heel that came out this year, which is why I hated him for that moment. I was like, bro, no, bro, that's CM Punk, bro. Like, you
I,
can't just.
I
I
think.
was really upset about that.
Yeah, I get that. I think, but the more and more I'm watching this, and the more and more I keep seeing him, the more and more I hate to say it, but Larry comes going to have to start respecting Logan Paul. Everything that was big,
Mm,
everything that was huge for either Saturday Night Main Event, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Logan is involved, bro.
yes,
He's involved. For Logan Paul to be a random off the street, whatever YouTuber, to be the last three in the
yes,
Royal Rumble, bro, that's huge.
yes. That
And
is
and and,
that
and he built
that
and he built
is
his character. He built his character to the point to where they didn't boo him out the gym for being the last three. He deserved that spot. He
that
worked for that
is
spot. Like even though you
that
still have
yes,
Roman and Seth and CM Punk that they were there, but for him to be in the seats with them, him to be in the ring with them. Like you, it was one point in time in the ring. It was CM Punk,
Hmm.
Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, John Cena, and Logan Paul.
Yes,
That's six of the best people that people would say in the WWE. You
I
came out
agree.
of YouTube to be a part of the final six, bro.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
huge. You can't keep saying, "Oh, get him out of here." No, you can't.
No, you can't say no more.
He's
It's
putting in that work, bro.
because he made like kind of like a parallel to Cody Rhodes, not similarly, but somewhat similar. Cody Rhodes used to always say, "I went from undesirable to undeniable." Right? When
Yeah,
he got to WWE, he was undeniable. Period. And he was undesirable in WWE for his first run, but he was definitely undeniable. He came back for his second run. With that said, Logan Paul is undeniable. And listen. We're not talking from a personal standpoint. I'm not condoning what the man has done, what the man done said, what the man done did. Listen, I don't like Jake Paul more than I don't like Logan Paul, and I know Logan Paul a whole lot more than I know about Jake.
right.
So, but with that said, as a professional wrestler, as a heel, as a guy who is consistent, as an
He
in-ring
doing
performer,
his thing
as an entertainer, even as a mic worker, he is checking all the boxes. And the
all the
reason
fuck.
they're pushing him, thank you, Beezy, the reason they're pushing him is because he's generating a reaction. The
Yes,
WWE is paying attention to how the fans are receiving these guys. They notice through Logan Paul that people cannot stand him and they despise him. So with that said, they need to capitalize on that. Keep it real. To be perfectly honest with you, this is a hot take. This is a hot take. I will put Logan Paul's heel run this year. I'm talking about from this year, and then you can say 2024 too. But this year, I will. Excuse me. I will put his heel run up against John Cena's heel run this year.
mm,
And I will probably say, and I will argue it's probably better than John Cena's actual heel run.
we
Not
gonna
since now,
get on that.
now, huh?
We gonna get on that promo he kicked tonight. We gonna get on that in a minute
Oh, we definitely gonna get on that for sure.
because that right there, I,
Amazing promo, by the way.
I, I,
Amazing.
and pray to God. I hope and pray to God that is not a work.
Oh yeah, I know,
Oh,
I know, I know, I,
'cause it
I
was
know,
so.
yeah,
I
I
was like,
know, I freaking know,
bro,
I
like I didn't
know.
even know
But
how bad
but
I wanted
at the
that
same
back
time,
until he
it,
did it.
by the way, you guys watch SmackDown, so we're not gonna spoil you if you ain't watched SmackDown. Well, we might spoil at least one thing, but regardless, um, if it's a work, you want to talk about now because it's funny. People have been saying, "I don't get this heel turn. I don't see the point of this heel turn. I don't want to hate John Cena." If Cena pulled off what he did tonight to the point where you watch SummerSlam and you see what he may pull off as far as a setup, you're going to hate John Cena coming out of that.
Yeah, I don't. When he gave the handshake to the kids at the end, I was like, this ain't no work, bro.
It has to
This
be
ain't no
not no
work.
work. It has to not be no work.
Because it was the energy, bro. It felt
Let's get
like
into it.
the old Cena. I ain't gonna lie. This is the
Let's get
first
into it. No,
time.
let's get into it. Let's get into
This
it.
the
Let's get into it.
first time ever in
Let's get
WWE
into it.
history. First time ever in WWE history. I got goosebumps on somebody's promo.
Yes.
I did not know
Yes.
I wanted that John Cena back that bad. Like I didn't know. I'm like, bro. And then they was putting two and two together when they was like, yo, the John Cena dude in the crowd with the green shirt, he's always there with da 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 da. I'm like, yo, is this real? And if it
Crazy.
is real, I'm upset with WWE after this unreal episode. Reason being is because what up, yo? Yeah, for the Levins or Lavins. Lavins is how you pronounce the name? Yeah, that's where it's going. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, no, but what I'm saying is the the part when they said that stuff be too obvious, that looked too obvious. That not that part, but the part with Cody not responding and stuff like that, and then him mess around, possibly turning heel. I'm like, bro, That's the obvious move. That's why I'm like, I don't know because if that's the obvious, what y'all just got done saying, what Hunter just got done saying, some stuff be so obvious and they don't want to do that. This looks too obvious. If you just switched him, if you just switched John all the way, then you pretty much just threw Cody out there. And I'm like, And then even after John said it, he was like, bro, and the person that's gonna come and beat you on Sunday, the platinum rapper, is gonna be me. But my thing is, I think that
Hmm.
Travis and him is coming, but they coming for Cody on his side.
Yeah, it like to me, SmackDown foreshadowed. First of all, I must say, if I had to give a grade for the segment as a whole, A
Oh yeah,
plus,
they went crazy tonight.
A freaking plus.
They went
And
crazy.
you know what was funny? And Larry, listen, if Larry, if you ever get a chance to listen to this podcast, bro,
Yeah,
I'm saying this in love, my guy. I'm saying this in love.
yeah.
But I completely disagree with you about saying you lost interest into this match for
Oh no, he
SummerSlam
bugging out.
this
Yeah, that
week.
don't make no sense.
You're tripping, my guy. You're
Yeah,
tripping.
yeah, no.
Because and granted, I didn't watch it, so I don't know what was taken out of context. When I watched the promo segment, I said, Larry, you bugging, bro. Like you
Yeah,
bugging.
I don't know what he was.
Because
Yeah, I don't
he
know.
was taking it like this is boring. He said, I don't even know this is boring, this and this and
In
that,
what
third, blah,
way
blah, blah.
though?
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
And
born in
he
what
said,
way?
and he talked about like basically like he read an excerpt online. This is his problem. He read an excerpt online on Facebook about how the whole promo went, and in his mind the promo looked bad. But you
Yeah,
didn't watch the promo. You just read what was said about the promo. There's two different things. Two different things.
yeah, bro.
So
It
next
was,
time,
it was,
Larry, before you get told about something from somebody on Facebook, watch the actual show, and then you be the judge, bro.
yeah,
Please do.
please,
Cut it
please,
out the
for the
nonsense,
love
my
of
guy.
God,
Cut out
bro.
the nonsense.
Please
Cut out
don't
the
go off
nonsense.
somebody else's opinion and go look at it
No.
yourself.
Right.
Please, I agree with
Right.
that.
So,
I agree with that.
so in the promo, what I thought what was brilliant, right, is
Yeah,
before John Cena talked, Cody's music hit, and Cody took his time and enjoying the whole adulation from the crowd. And again, if you've been noticing the last few weeks, Cody Rhodes hasn't been able to really say all that much on the promo.
he had attitude too lately too.
Yes, he's been having an attitude. His demeanor to me looked very, very suspect tonight as well. I was like, oh my gosh. Don't tell me they're going to, I think they're going to pull it off. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it because all the little details matter. Again, we are in the age of the Triple H era. Hunter understands in the Renaissance era for this time period in WWE, long-term storytelling is where it's at, and there's going to be a payoff. Trust me on
Yeah,
that. And I hope my idea that I propose, as far as him and Rock being designed, is the end game. I pray to God that's the end game for Sunday. Um,
yeah.
by the way, I have to
I
work.
think that's the end game too.
Me too.
I think that's
I hope, man.
yeah,
I hope. I don't want WWE to go into a different direction. Please let that be the direction because if that's the direction, it has to be up in the right to be probably up against the bloodline story. I'm just keep it real.
yeah.
Maybe we'll see. But um, he
I don't know,
comes
man.
in,
Rock with
not saying his promo. John Cena cuts his promo, and he tells Cody Rhodes thank him. He thanks Cody Rhodes for forging his hand to sign that signature to wrestle at SummerSlam. And he's been talking about like how he's been really phoning it in lately, how he's been really like faking this persona of him wanting to ruin wrestling. John Cena was finally able to come to terms with getting rid of all of what made himself, and now we're getting back to it's not fully John Cena yet. I don't think it's fully John Cena yet, but he is slowly morphing back into the Cena of old, right? Even though he cut a great promo, and I'll give you that, he did a great promo where you may you seen, oh, he's fully back. We don't know for sure if he's fully back up until SummerSlam. So he is slowly morphing back into the Cena of old, right?
yeah,
Cena put over Cody, put over the crowd, put over his career. He talked about how he says old catchphrases. You want some? Come get some. The champ is here.
Yeah, that was
Probably
crazy.
brought me back to when I was 7, 8 years old. Me and Larry was talking about like how we own John Cena WWE Spear Championship belts. I actually had a Spear Championship belt. I forgot about that. I actually had one when I was a kid. Me, my friend, my cousins, my brother, we would like play wrestle, and we would fight over the belts. It was hilarious. So we did that. And then on top of that, I think I also may have had a hustle, loyalty, and respect T-shirt from John Cena as well. So yeah, say I'm a fan of John Cena will be a complete understatement at this point. But yeah, great segment. Um, Cody, all Cody did was keep it very simple, very short and sweet. And yet, in him doing it, it told a story. And here's what happened. So Cody hears everything John Cena says, and in his face, he's kind of like, "Wow, you really are going back to where you are. You agreed to go back to the version I'm seeing you as." And so it's funny because we're seeing a dynamic switch. Cena is coming back to being himself, and right now on the surface, it looks and appears as if Cody is still being himself. It looks like that though. He grabs a beer. He tells John Cena, "Welcome back." They share a beer. Cena drinks the beer, turns over to the crowd. The crowd was cheering him. They give him a big pop, all that stuff. He puts over New Jersey. Cody comes out. Cody, after sharing a beer with John Cena, leaves the ring. That looked very suspicious, looked very, very funny to me because why didn't he stay in the ring, celebrating with Cena furthermore, giving Cena a hug, putting Cena's arms up, raising it up, whatever. He left. And he left in a way with his back completely turned, and the camera didn't show Cody's face when he left. And I thought that was a deliberate move on WWE's part because I don't need you to do too much. I just need something that tells me something that's very simple and effective. It was simple but effective. All he did was go, "I'm going to have these 2 beers with John Cena. I'm going to leave. And I'm going to leave you guys guessing as to what could happen next." And I already know what's going to happen next.
Yeah,
He's turning
that,
heel. He's
that's
turning
the
heel.
that's what I'm saying. But that's the obvious shot that they shouldn't have done. I think that John should have just came by SummerSlam as John. I think he did
So
because
are
now
you saying
because
John
I
Cena
don't
should
think
never have
it's
come out and did that promo?
it like uh, mm, no.
Or
I
are
don't
you
know.
ready? Or,
I mean
or, or
the promo was perfect because he said
right.
August 1st, John Cena will be returning. So it's perfect. So it's like he's not like that. His promo, if that's a work, it might be the best work that's ever happened in WWE history.
As a heel too.
It might be the best work that's ever because if he's like, because how can you back yourself out of that corner? If you said that this is the last time you're going to see this, August 1st, you will get the return. The old Cena will be back. How do you return that? How do you say, oh, it's like, no, I'm just playing, or this? How do you
I
do that?
think he may have botched that date because August 1st as we know it's technically today, but it will be Saturday for SummerSlam. He don't compete until Sunday, so why would he mention Saturday though? I don't
What's
know if that's WWE
hold
being
on? What's August?
deliberate.
When is August 1st?
August
Hold
first
on. What did he say?
is
August what? No,
no
he
no
said today.
no.
He
I'm
said
tripping.
August
August
first
first was
with a
Friday.
last.
Was Friday. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
It's
he said
Friday.
which
It's
is
Friday.
today, which
I'm
is
tripping.
today. Yeah. So he said
Right.
August
Right.
first is the last time, and he said August 3rd is when
Yes.
when he returns. That's Sunday.
Right.
How do you
Go against
reverse
Cody.
that?
Yes. You
How do
said
you
what
reverse
again?
that? I'm saying, how do you reverse that?
Reverse that?
Yeah. How do you reverse it and be like, oh yeah, no, that was a work. Ah, I got y'all. How do you do that? I don't think it's possible. It doesn't like because you're telling us something new is happening on Sunday. If you go back to still be what you were this whole time, then that was not necessary for you to say. That's why I can't
If he
quite accept.
pulls
I
that
think I
off,
believe it.
everything that he said in that promo was not. Nothing was worth it. It was not worth him doing that promo, cutting it the way he was doing it. This, that, and
That
third.
that's why I think it's
It would not be worth it. If anything, John Cena would have to remain being the heel for the rest of this whole year because no one will buy in to him being a babyface because it wouldn't be believable.
right.
Now you put distrust in monster fans about you trying to be a babyface.
Yep, and that's why I don't think it's a work.
It's not work. It
The
can't be a work.
energy,
And if it is,
the
like I
energy
said,
that he brought with that,
masterfully done if it is. Masterfully done if it is.
bro.
But
The energy that he brought with that jump was freaking crazy.
yes.
Like it was like the crowd lost their mind, and I know he loved every minute of it.
Oh, he has to.
Every minute of it, bro. Like, bro, what? Like, bro, if this is a work, like I said, he is the goal. If this is a
Yeah.
work.
This
But
is
I just think that with him doing that, everybody is thinking like, oh yeah, well, Cody Rhodes is about to go heel too. Unless they spend, because you see on this Unreal show, they didn't spend everything. Some stuff that you thought was about to happen, they spend it a whole nother joint and spin it again.
right.
It's a possibility of a Drew McIntyre situation. It could be a Randy Orton joint that's coming to interrupt. It could be a lot of stuff. We just don't know who won that title. Because a lot of people think that it's a Cody turn. It might not even be a Cody turn. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a street fight, so somebody else is involved. That's all I know. Somebody else is involved. But who? Rock might have somebody else. But even if he
Yeah.
has somebody else, that other whoever that person is can't win the match. Somebody has to win the match. John or Cena, John or Cody. That's
Yeah.
the part that's throwing me. That's where I'm lost at. I'm like, dang, what is this? What is about to happen? Are they gonna take it off John and make him try to get it back by the end of the year, or is he gonna keep it?
Yeah, because he said he wanted so people. I'm glad we were talking about this right quick, and don't worry, you guys. We're gonna get back into talking about WWE Unreal. Um, Cena said he will. Not that he said he would like to, but there's fans clamoring that John Cena should retire by the end of this year with the WWE Championship, and by retiring with the WWE Championship, that means that title has now become defunct, or it will become defunct. And what that
Right.
means is that Todd won't be in existence no more. He will be the last ever WWE champion for real.
Yeah, that's what he said. And then they had to come out with another one, probably at Rumble or something.
So,
Then a whole nother belt type deal. Yeah.
Beezy, you probably are going to. I don't know if you're going to debate this, but my friends have been. My friend Corey, he's been saying like, yeah, and he said they could do that, but he's really big on the idea of that happening, and it being potential, and I don't like it. But at the same time, I have to ask you, wouldn't that make Seth Rollins is champion by then? Wouldn't that make the World Heavyweight Championship by that point the most important WWE title?
No,
How come it wouldn't?
because if John Cena takes the title and the title is gone, all they're gonna do is create another one. And I kept telling y'all, there's no such thing as a prestige title. It's a title on
So
SmackDown. It's a
so
title on Raw.
so what I'm
That's all it
saying
is.
is this. So what I'm questioning is this: wouldn't the World Heavyweight title now become number one? Because you have to create the other world title, and that would be the basically like the new number two. That's what I'm trying to get at.
No, it would be the new Raw title. There ain't no good. What I'm trying to tell you is what I've been saying from the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
At the end of the day, none of these titles are prestige. They're just the title for Raw and the title for SmackDown. Whatever you call it is whatever they call it. But the fact of the matter is, this title is on this show, and that title is on that show. So it ain't even really no prestige. But all they do is
So that would I'm
if
gonna
they're
be
doing
honest
the
with you.
title,
Can I be honest with you?
what?
That would actually make more sense with them adding a nerd belt for say for SmackDown, right? They add a nerd belt for SmackDown, and there's no World Championship for SmackDown for them to like fight over, while you have the Raw Championship belts for Seth Rollins or whoever.
Mm.
That would now what you have said would now become to make sense, and here's why I say it's not making sense right now because of not only the title's history, the WWE Championship like title history, the lineage, and I'm not talking about the just overall prestige because of who has the belt. I'm talking about the amount of people who have had that belt, that same belt being held by the legends of like yesteryear. And so what I'm saying is John Cena will retire that whole, not that he will retire like that history, but he would retire alongside with being the last one of that large history to get rid of that belt essentially. So what you're saying is, what WWE is pretty much saying is if they go this route, they're going to go ahead and create another belt. I just
Right.
feel like by default that world title belt with Seth Rollins or whomever is having that will feel more, not prestigious. What's the word I'm looking for? And I'm not even going to say important because both belts can be important. That's not a debatable. That's not really debatable. But one belt might be sought after more than the other belt, or the one belt might be given more spotlight over the other belt. Like for instance, and I hate to say this about the World Heavyweight title. I feel like they'll probably do it now if they go into this direction. I feel like at times the WWE has put that in the background more so than they do the World Heavyweight Championship with John Cena. John Cena feels like he's being not necessarily put in the background. It feels like he's more so being put in the front. Whereas I feel like the World Heavyweight title has been put more in the background. And that's not even no shade to Gunther. I think Gunther has done a tremendous job with it. I just didn't like the fact that on Raw, for instance, they should have had him on the show, and especially for given that he's on Raw mainly and Cody's is on SmackDown mainly, and they had Cody Rhodes on that show. But it is what it is. I'm just saying, what are your thoughts on all that?
At the end of the day, I've been saying this for a long time. I get the prestige that a lot of people saying, and even in on the Unreal, when Cody Rhodes was bringing up like, yo, I can see vivid what Bret Hart was carrying this title, things like
Right,
that, the one with the wings. Like I get that,
right, right,
but
right.
that was back when there was no division on the show. When the show
Yeah,
just
yeah,
became division, at the end of the
yeah.
day, if there's two titles, you can't
Right,
put one over the other. That's you saying that's somebody saying that one TV show is better than the other TV show. The reason why I say that is because everybody can't go after that show. If the prestige
right.
title is on SmackDown and you're on Raw, then you're going for the weak title. There's no such thing as a weak title if you a
Oh,
champion.
I'll give you a better analogy. The original main show having a spin-off show.
You said what?
Like the original main TV show having a spin-off show.
Okay.
So like for instance, like Power, right? Like
Yeah.
Power has four different
Gotcha.
has three different spin-offs. So you
Yeah.
have OG Power. Okay. I made this better comparison. Power 2 goes and Power 4 Force, right? We have Michael
Right.
Ranger. Sorry, we have Tariq and we have Tommy. So Tariq has his character. He has his lineup of people. Tommy has his lineup of people, but they
Right.
intertwine between different stories. It's just they're on separate different shows, but it's
Right.
still in the same world of Power.
Right, but it's yeah, exactly. But it's branched off of power. So if they branched
Right,
it off of power and went to another joint, at the
right,
same time, the prestige people are still watching power. But at the same time, the other show, since it's not on its own, it's still
yeah,
connected to that. That's different. SmackDown is different though. They're not connected to Raw at all.
right,
So since they're not connected to Raw at all, they have to have their own thing. Same thing with NXT. NXT has to have its own thing. But if you look
yeah,
at if you look at the if you look at the championship title and the prestige of the title, then you look at Trick Williams' title as that don't count. It don't matter. It's not the prestige. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
yeah,
The title was a title. It's just a title
yeah.
for that show because he's not on the main roster. And then when he gets on
Because
the main roster, he's not like,
yeah,
oh, I only want to go to Raw because that title is prestige. I don't want to go to the other one because that was not prestige. No, they're all still at the one goal is to still get the title regardless. But people dumb it down because of the fact that they got so many. And I'm like, no, they got so many because they had to split the brand.
and you got a whole lot of talent for your rosters, like male or woman. So Beezy, I'm in agreement with you. I don't know now that with you saying that, I question why do we live in a society that says that? Why do we live Why did and not even just that, people in the professional wrestling grand scheme of things have said that too. Like Mick Foley, like okay, for instance, when the World Heavyweight title was announced, right? Immediately people were going, this belt feels like a consolation prize because you couldn't beat Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title. So until anybody could beat Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title, that title essentially wouldn't say it was also quote unquote meaningless. It just didn't have no high value because it wasn't really a World Heavyweight title that and you didn't know at the time. It wasn't the same World Heavyweight title from like how they did WCW coming into WWE, right? It was a brand new World Heavyweight title, and Seth Rollins was their very first champion. Right. That's why a lot of times I kept saying to you, Roman Reigns' title was. I hope I didn't say it was better. I hope I didn't say it was better. But what I was trying to get at was it had more weight towards it. It had more value. It had more stock put in towards it because of who had the belt before. That's what I was saying. But Seth Rollins was that first world champion. Now, did he do a great job as champion? Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how his run may have been a bit up and down at times, he still did a great job being that champion. Yeah, bro, that's all I'm saying. Really.
Yeah. I remember, like, I just remember Seth Rollins when he was talking about it, he was like, bro, come after me, I'm the working champion. Like, and when Roman had the title too, it's like, I'm the working champion. I put in more work than him.
He said Roman was a politics championship.
but Roman Reigns bringing more money than him.
You know
it's just like, boom. So
different.
But at the same time, they both got the titles, and everybody else is like, man, I don't care who bringing in more money or whatever. I just want one of the titles.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for people to choose, like, oh yeah, well I want to go to this one because this one is more prestige. I remember when Brock Lesnar used to carry this one, and Undertaker used to. Man, none of them honestly used to carry none of them.
Yeah.
Like they didn't flip them belts 3, 4, 5 times. Them belts ain't the same no more. Like, what we talking about? Them is not the same belts. Like, remember when Roman Reigns had the all black joint? Cody don't got that title. Where that title at?
Yeah.
Remember when? You know what I'm saying? Like, remember when, like, with the big W and all that junk? Like, they was all black.
Yeah.
They ain't the same title. So what are you talking about? Oh, they presented another title.
They weren't the same. They weren't okay. They didn't have the same look as the previous championship had its look. See, the WWE have ran into this spell of trying to change the belt design, right? Like, I'm gonna put it to you this way, right? Do you look at the WWE Spear and Championship belt as by far the worst WWE Championship belt the WWE has ever had with John Cena? The Spear belt.
No, that was the best one to me.
Really? Okay, cool. Some people could not stand the Spear belt. People did not like it for whatever reason.
But that's because
I enjoyed it.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yeah. That's because ain't nobody really like the whole hood tactic that he was using or whatever. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? When they be trying to bring us into the situation, ain't nobody really trying to rock with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, right when he brought the whole spinner, that's when spinner rims was popping. That's when everything was popping. So everything was legit. Right. Everybody didn't like that because it was hip hop. He was like, all right, you trying to bring hip hop into wrestling? You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. That's what he was doing. He was rapping, bro. What are you talking about? He was rapping. Right. He was. That was his character.
Right.
So why would he not have spinning?
Right.
Bro. That's another thing. He was he was a real champion at the time. So if he was a real champion at the time and he had that belt, when you lost that belt, like where'd that belt go? You're supposed to still have that belt then, if that's the case.
Right.
So y'all kept changing out.
So this is what happened. When John Cena had the Spirit Championship belt, the WWE figured out a way to retire it. I think it came around in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. And Rock had just beat CM Punk for the belt. And he decided to change the championship belt to like this black and gold kind of looking championship belt. If you remember that one,
yeah.
So he changed it to that version. Then somewhere down the line, they kept changing it and changing it and changing it. I think they changed it. Let me see. Hold on, Beezy. While I got you on here, I want to look this up right quick. Give me 1 second, and then we'll get into some other stuff. Championship.
I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to. I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to go. Baby, you showing that's for real to me. And I can't keep it low key. See, everything you do to me is crazy. Two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill. But you ain't know